Hello everybody, YouTube. Happy Monday, the start of a brand new week. I'm here, down for crimes. You bring the dimes, I have to do crimes. We're just gonna do a little reaction, only because work is gonna be rough and I don't want to be pissed at Street Fighter 6. So I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna have a nice slice of pies and watch the story of a man that had it all and threw it all away. No, I'm not talking about DSP. I'm not talking about Boogie 288. But just like those two, he is one of the top 3 locals ever. Let's watch Wings of Redemption Down the Rabbit Hole by Frederick Knudsen. Please go to his YouTube channel and like, subscribe, and comment on his video, please. Link will be in the description after the stream. Let's go.
While many content creators from the early days of YouTube are still active online, there are few with a reputation as mixed as that of Jordy Jordan, better known as Wings of Redemption. Often compared to Darkside Phil, Jordy is still remembered fondly from the days when he was popular enough to launch the careers of other YouTubers simply by exposing them to his audience. Nowadays, however, searching for him online will reveal numerous videos compiling clips of him streaming on Twitch.tv, showcasing moments of rage and frustration, as well as online harassment targeted towards him. What's remarkable about these compilation videos is just how much attention they receive, sometimes over 50,000 views in less than a week, and with enough time, they will often accumulate view counts in the hundreds of thousands, while one has reached 1.4 million.
Look here! Look,
listen!
Appearing offline does
not fucking
Similarly, some of the channels that compose these compilations have thousands of subscribers, with the most popular, Sean Ranklin, boasting almost 50,000. And while Jordy seems to have once had friends willing to support him, they now deride him with much the same glee and enthusiasm as those looking to harass him.
And Wings just got confused and shaved his whole head and beard with a razor. And now he looks like a milk dud. Now he looks like a thumb. He looks awful.
So who is Wings of Redemption, and how did he go from being one of YouTube's most popular creators to the subject of widespread and perpetual ridicule?
Oh no. Gift subscription is completely different. That's not what that is.
In the late 2000s,
you give it
only
to
a few
other
years
people.
after YouTube was made available, a new kind of video content was gaining popularity, known as Call of Duty commentary, which would chiefly consist of footage captured from the eponymous game and similar first-person shooters.
Call of Duty really did dominate the internet. Like, it was insane how much of an impact Call of Duty really did. Like, yeah, Call of Duty is still relevant today with people such as Dr. Disrespect, but the Call of Duty was like the top. Like, everybody was making Call of Duty videos, and everybody wanted to be like the top people. And the only way to be the top was to play Call of Duty. You couldn't play any other games and have success like PewDiePie or Markiplier did. You had to play Call of Duty. Otherwise, you weren't gonna get anywhere in the internet.
Titles. The commentary in these videos would often be related to the gameplay, but other times the videos served as a vehicle for musings by the creator on any variety of topics. Among these early creators were names still active today at varying levels of popularity, such as C-Nanners, Hutch, Tabes, and Dr. Disrespect, who utilized the format to increase their initial popularity. Of this group, however, there was one in particular that stood out, a man named Jordy Jordan, going by Wings of Redemption, or simply Wings. He took to the style of video quickly. 2 weeks after a test upload of himself playing Call of Duty World at War with no voice track, he released his first commentary video on October 24th, 2009.
Hello. Hi again, this is my first commentary, and here we go. I was going to do a shotgun vid I recorded today, but well...
Though he had little trouble talking for long periods during the 10-minute runtime, He apologized
World
both
at
during
War.
his
I miss
commentary
World at
and in
War.
the description for various things,
Such a good
including long pauses and his choice of subject matter. Even so,
You
he
can't knock
found
a
himself
game
comfortable creating videos,
for
and soon
creating
he was
zombies. You
steadily
can't.
producing new content, including commentary videos as well as shorter videos, highlighting impressive feats he accomplished in the game. Though
Look
his
at
opinions
that.
were strong, he was still viewed as maintaining an
page layout.
affable and relatable personality. Perhaps interested in maintaining an air of authenticity, he would continue to record his commentary as a single take, restarting the recording if he was not satisfied
what's
but
weird?
willing to accept minor errors.
Almost every single Call of Duty video was a single take. And that really was the technology at the time. Like, yeah, you could redo it over and over again. But most commentators, especially Call of Duty commentators, only ever did one take. But that's only because they have scripts and stuff. So there was a legitimate excuse to doing that.
It's late, I'm tired, and I'm ready to get this over with. This is take 3 on the commentary on this because I've been having a brain fart and I bitched entirely way too much about quick scoping in my last 2 attempts.
He soon began
Looking
using
at
a short
war,
intro, labeling himself as Intense Camping Productions, a play on the camping strategy common to first-person shooters. During this time, he would engage frequently with his commenters, and even stated that they were having a positive impact on him.
And before I go on with that, let me just say I want to thank all the subscribers for tuning in and
Man,
watching
looking
my
at him
videos.
then, looking at
And
him now,
hopefully,
it's so
rating them
crazy
at some point.
how much of a gentle giant
I'm going
he
through a hard
was
time in my life right now.
before money and ego
The moral
got
support
into
you
his
guys give
life.
is fantastic. They always said love outweighs the hate. It's damn true,
Like,
bro.
this was positivity.
While the precise numbers are uncertain, he quickly was receiving thousands
Unlike
of views
DSP,
within the first month, an
Jordy
impressive
was
number
never
both for the time and
an
for such a
asshole
new
at
channel.
first.
His subscriber count also began to grow in tandem. But this attention was both positive and negative. Because his in-game username was visible in his videos, people would message him on his console, wanting to be his friend or asking for game advice. They would even join his games mid-session, and their skill levels would vary widely, which could influence his ratio of wins to losses, which he felt important. However, it was the comments in his videos that would prove the more emotionally taxing.
It's actually kind of unfortunate how toxic it was to be a Call of Duty video. Because you couldn't just make Call of Duty videos. You had to actually win. You actually have to get a great KD ratio, all that stuff. And if you didn't do not one of those things, you were going to get lambasted by the comment section. It always happens, and it's always unfortunate. Like, there was so much unnecessary, stupid pressure for Call of Duty people back in the day. It's man, I'm glad I didn't go through that career. I'm really glad.
Call of Duty
I don't
community
think I
is
could
well known for
withstand
decrying
it.
certain playstyles as illegitimate or lesser, and among these is the aforementioned camping strategy, wherein a player chooses a single location and waits for opponents to approach.
Oh man, camping
This
was
more
also the
methodical
worst
method
thing
of play was
you
Jordy's
could get
favorite
hated on.
tactic,
Even
and
though
one
it was
that he
a
was
viable
unashamed of
strategy,
using, though he was clearly
just get shit on.
self-conscious of it to the point that he felt the need to defend himself
Was
over
that
its
you,
use
Roxy?
in his very first
Did you knock on my
commentary
door?
video.
This
Hey,
bitch.
you done had my door,
I mean,
baby?
I just wanted to get this off my chest because some people think I'm a camper, which
You're a camper, Jordy. You're a camper. Don't knock it. Don't even lie. You're a camper.
I am a camper. I ain't gonna lie to you. I camp to fucking win. If it requires me to camp to get the upper hand on you, I will camp.
But this did little to dissuade criticism. While viewers agreed that Jordy routinely displayed high-level gameplay, his usage of
damn
the strategy
test tube
invoked
gamer.
occasional ire in the comment sections. This quickly wore at Jordy's patience, and he would soon begin to respond to these commenters. On November 23rd, less than a month after his first commentary upload, he created a video titled Point of Address, in which he discussed the multiple issues he had begun to face.
If I'm playing in a game, I don't want y'all to come in and try to join the game. Because what happens is you actually use my tips against me.
The student has become the master.
I mean, I don't want to have to try hard every game I play.
Bro, you were a camper. What's there to try hard? There is no try harding when you're a camping player. What's to try hard? There is no try harding as a camper.
Oh, and don't ask me what my penis size is and stuff. Serious questions. I mean, I'll seriously thumb down anybody who just...
Oh no! Not thumbing down my videos. The worst thing that could happen to me. Shut the fuck. Oh man, fucking YouTube back in the day when you can't criticize me. I have over 1,200,000 subscribers and I'm gonna thumb. Back when that actually mattered. I hate to tell you folks, it didn't matter back then. It doesn't matter now, and every time you bring it up, you look just as stupid as they did back in the day when they would bring up their subscribers to deflect any amount of criticism or hate. Like, get fucked.
Messes around and wants to know, you know, do I put my finger up my dog's butt or something like that. Come on, guys, be serious.
Later that same day, he released another video sharing a bit more about himself and his living situation, asking for donations towards an Xbox 360 so he could play with viewers.
First and foremost, a lot of people have asked me, am I going to ever invest in an Xbox? I wouldn't mind getting an Xbox, but I'm currently unemployed at the time.
Xbox was really popular
I
back
got laid
then,
off from my job.
Not so much now, but
October
really
14th,
back then.
and I'm currently on unemployment. So that means I cannot splurge whatsoever, because I went from making $1,000 a week to $350.
A week, $1,000.
There is another alternative.
Maybe you
If
should have
500 of
been
you
spending
donate
less and saving
$1,
more.
I would be able to get an Xbox 360, Modern Warfare 2, a year's worth of Xbox Live, and the cables for the HD PVR. And I could play with the Xbox people. Let me stress this, you do not have to give me money.
However, he also began feeling a need for his videos to perform well, and he noted what he perceived as the low number of ratings he was receiving in relation to his view counts.
My videos get around 2,000 views now, and they're still only getting 200 ratings.
Man.
I spent a lot of time.
In a way, I'm grateful they took out the rating system. Because it really fucked a lot of people up with these false ratings movement. I mean, as if false allegations or a false copyright strike doesn't happen now. But back then, it was super easy to do it. And all you had to do was just rate the video negatively. It was that easy.
I'm in these videos, and
you couldn't even fight it. That was the thing. You couldn't even fight the rating system like you could with the copyright system. Like, this was a lose-lose. So if your video was super negative, that was it.
If you could just click any of the stars, I don't care if you want a 1-star, put a lot of time into them.
Bro, you do a one-take commentary Call of Duty that doesn't even last more than 11 minutes. Put a lot of time in it. Fuck off.
Could you please just help me out, and when you watch the videos, put a just put a rating on it, because I put a lot of videos out. I'm not like other commentators that put one video out a week where they have time to go back and do the animations and all this thing. I forget to do a lot of that mess because I just put videos out in bulk. I usually put like
Within the first 2 months, Jordy had gained a reputation for speaking whatever came to his mind, but this propensity pulled him into controversy almost immediately.
Oh, it actually is. Annotations, a note of explanation or comment added to a text. Okay.
In a now deleted video, Jordy decried those who practiced a technique called quickscoping, arguing that it was too unrealistic to be legitimate. In particular, he attacked another Call of Duty commentator who went by Hutch, who had a significantly larger viewer base at the time. These comments, perhaps unsurprising,
such a dumb, risky move to do back in the day. Because like I said, people would hound you with, oh, attacking a big subscriber video person, man. Well, let's go attack the little guy. Like we were K-pop stans. So, big fuck up on your part, Wings.
drew ire from Hutch's viewers. Rather than allow the feud to continue, the two of them decided to hold what they
fucking worse with that. I just realized. PewDiePie fans back in the day were the dream fans of now. Super annoying, super harassment, super toxic.
Called a friendly debate, in which the two of them would discuss their particular grievances with the other, chiefly their playstyles, and record it. This recording was later released as a commentary video on December 13th, 2009, posted on Hutch's channel. As he was introducing himself, Jordy revealed a few details about his own life.
Yo, it's your boy, Wings of Redemption.
Wow. That's quite an intro, buddy. Why don't you take it down a notch? Just, take it down maybe another 14 decibels.
Oh, the Ebonics thing is something that my channel came accustomed to. I stopped it at one point, and people requested me to bring it back. It's not how I actually
Where are you
talk.
from?
I don't know. I'm not from North Carolina, so I don't know.
I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina.
I actually grew up in the Holt Garden Project.
You're going to get slapped in the nuts for speaking Ebonics if you're from North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Oh, are you white?
I looked up Ebonics, and all I get is...
Yeah, I'm white. White as it comes.
T-Mobile.
But I did grow up in a black predominant neighborhood, and when I...
Fucking... Isn't that the equivalent of fucking... Oh yeah, I live in a black neighborhood, therefore I can say the N-word. Like, that doesn't... No. That's not how that works. That has never worked. I don't know why people like this keep trying. No.
When I grew up, the
Stop
kids I
it.
hung out with...
Get some help.
I guess that
something I
qualifies
picked
you to speak Ebonics then, yeah?
The rest of the video
Even
stayed
he was
mostly
like, "Oh,
civil,
that's
with
bullshit."
both parties waiting
That's some
patiently
load
for
of
the other to
bullshit.
make their point and speaking with an enthusiastic but restrained candor, even though they couldn't come to a consensus. With the drama successfully diffused, Jordy continued to upload videos to his channel,
Battlefield
and
3.
he grew rapidly. His propensity for
Was never a
sharing
fan of
information about
Battlefield
his
back in
life
the
would
day.
increase as well.
Alright. Some people requested me to show some videos
Of course,
of
the
some of my
Southerner has
I
guns.
guess I'll start out with the Call of Duty guns that I own.
He would
Call of
often
Duty
use his
guns that
firearms
I
as
own.
filler images when he wished to upload commentary
I
without
hope he
video
means like
content,
video game
specifically
guns,
in
and
his
he's not
point of
calling
address
his real
videos,
life guns
which
Call
became
of Duty
regular
guns.
fixtures of the channel. Around this time, he was
That's
beginning to
cringe.
attract the
Actually,
attention not
owning
only
guns
of
is
viewers,
cringe.
but of other
You're
gameplay
cringe.
channels. On January 4th, 2010, he released a dual commentary video with another commentator, going by Woody's Gamertag.
Learn a thing or two from Woody Gamertag.
Yeah,
Is that your actual name?
Woody's gamer tag is my actual gamer tag, and I go by Woody, the unexceptional gamer. So
This began a trend of
makes me wanna
inviting
play
other
Modern
commentators
Warfare
onto his
2.
channel to discuss the game and their opinions
Shit,
on
I'll play
strategy
3,
and
even though
tactics.
that's the worst
He
one.
also had made a deal with Machinima to produce exclusive gameplay videos for their channel.
Gee, doesn't that sound familiar? Who else do we know a fat white loser that signed up for Machinima and didn't go anywhere after it crashed and burned? Well, his full name is Dipshit Phil.
Perhaps feeling a new phase of his life beginning, he quickly cut ties with a different communal channel, Persona Gaming, and he did so by publicly ridiculing other people on the channel.
They've got 3 or 4 people now that I just don't like. I mean, I don't want to say leeching off of us 3, but
With
You
his
know, you
viewer
could have
base
just
growing, he
said-
began
You really could have just said, we have a mutual agreement and we decided to end our partnership. But you gotta burn that bridge. Just like Dipshit Phil, you gotta burn that bridge.
showcasing other creators of varying sizes that he enjoyed by hosting their videos on his channel.
Because when Dr. Disrespect is surrounded by enemies, he means one thing, and one thing only.
He
It's
would
weird how
also
he
begin
never
performing
changed.
product reviews and partnering with other
Always
companies,
weird he never
though,
changed.
like most other creators of the time,
God,
his
I got
production
this my damn
quality was
water.
limited.
There we
But
go.
his most
Perfect.
successful inter-channel
Perfect.
venture would begin 6 months after he began uploading. On April 27th, 2010, Jordy uploaded the first episode of a new podcast titled Painkiller Already, or PKA, alongside Call of Duty
Man, if you have
commentators
Painkiller,
Woody's gamertag and
that means
FPS
you
Russia,
suck.
also known as FPS
Having
Kyle.
Painkiller means
The format
you suck.
was simple. The three hosts would talk with each other online and record the conversation, speaking with little direction and few notes. Podcasts of this kind were seeing a surge of popularity at the time, and with three relatively large names in the Call of Duty scene participating, along
look
with
at
a
that cute
weekly
pupper.
upload
That's such a
schedule,
cute
it
pupper.
rapidly gained a considerable audience. Because these were made available almost entirely unedited, the production cost was extremely low, and their runtime would last anywhere from 1
God, they were
hour
making
to
an
over 3
hour-long
hours,
podcast?
tending to be longer as the series continued. Jordy's
even back
subscriber
then,
count began
I think
growing
you only get
dramatically as the
money
year
if the
continued,
video is
to the
at
point that he
least
felt
10
comfortable
minutes.
showing his face.
Which is why most
But
people split it into
at any
two
rate-
parts. Bro,
It's your boy,
you're kinda
Wings of
upside down.
Redemption. I'm signing out.
You're greasy. I'm
Now
not
that
one
he
to
was
talk, I'm
partnered with
greasy too.
Machinima and he was beginning to see significant amounts of money, his ego was beginning to grow proportionally. This would manifest in frequent comments in his videos.
So is the only person that went into Machinima and got out of a Machinima that didn't turn out to be a piece of shit was Two Best Friends Play? Like, I swear they're like the only group that I know of that went into Machinima, didn't have an ego, got out of Machinima, and actually is doing something with their life and is actually successful. Maybe it's because they're Americans and Two Best Friends is Canadian. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Videos rebuking those who disapproved of his playstyle, and he would even create a video
Ha ha ha, lol. Look at I can mimic laughter while seriously typing out hate messages. Dude, you have 110 subscribers because you are uninteresting. Oh yeah, because subscriber counts really matter. I'm happy with my 12. If you think you're better than me, remember, you're weighing my videos. I'm not watching yours. You are weighing? You mean watching? Weighing? Gotta look up the Google search again, because I don't understand Wings' language. I love how it gave me Wayne's scale. That's really funny. So yeah, that's not an actual word. He's an idiot. Go watch their ass then. THEI, but whatever. Neither one of them are. I have prioritize on my friends list, and he has like a 1.6 KD. He has no KD to protect, so he can do bad. That guy who camps has like a 1.4 and a horrible player in general. I played search with him a few times. Did you? I know you're a southerner, but is grammar not a thing?
where
Like, what
he
the
again
hell
would
did I
attempt
just
to
read?
legitimize his methods to those who disliked them.
Ho, 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 ho. Time to do some bitching.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. Time to do some bitching. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna trademark it. That's funny. I like that.
Alright, recently I put out a video called Flawless on the Invasion. And a lot of people were crying about commentary. A lot of people were crying about camping. A lot of people were...
Yeah, because watching a camper is boring as shit. I'd rather go watch Van Oz Gaming when he did Call of Duty back in the day. His were entertaining.
crying about the weapon selection, you know. And let me address all this right now. What I did in that video was not camping in the least. I basically held down over half the map. Alright? I held down...
Well, that doesn't matter for shit if the map is small. And almost every single Call of Duty game is small. Mine are a few, but let's be honest, majority of them are small.
half the map, and I was moving constantly. You do not have to be moving into new areas of the game, of the map, to not be camping. Seriously, even Seed Anner says that mess, you know.
Oh yeah, let's use this random dude as a legitimate proof and point.
I mean, yeah, people will call me a fat nerd for that, but guess what? You just get your ass blocked.
And I am a fat nerd. What you gonna do about it?
Straight up.
Straight
And
up,
about
homie.
Who tries to threaten me with unsubscribing? I don't give a fuck, cunt. I don't give a fuck, kid.
Okay. I thought he said cuh. Because knowing Wings, he would say that. Okay, so he said cunt. I thought he said cuh. Like, I don't give a fuck, cuh. Like, I thought he was saying that. Since he lived in a predominant black neighborhood, He probably caught up on some of the lingo.
Seriously, I will block you out of spare spite because I know people that really enjoy my site would be willing to watch my video twice to get rid of your ass. Nobody wants your ass around here. Nobody wants a hater on my channel. I don't want haters. My subscribers don't want haters.
My subscribers don't want haters.
Hate, you ain't a subscriber. You blocked.
You
are. Straight up.
Wings trying to act tough. Amazing.
Excuse me, I got kind of like a little head cold.
But as his popularity and confidence increased, his patience diminished. He began to upload highlight clips with increasing frequency, showcasing gameplay that
man, that's why
him.
I miss old
this
Call of Duty.
This propensity for responding to negative comments became a part of Jordy's online image in the months following his channel's launch.
What is this?
And soon,
Warfare?
this would attract the
Black Ops,
attention
Black
of a
Ops.
group looking for people specifically like him.
Is it Black Ops? I don't remember. They all look the same.
At the same time that Call of Duty commentary was gaining popularity, a group called the Federation of Asshole Gamers,
Okay, so
or FAG,
I guess I should have done a little viewer discretion is advised, but viewer discretion is advised from this point out. There were slurs back in the day, particularly one big F word. So proceed with caution. As a matter of fact, let me do this real quick. Warning! From here on out, viewer discretion is advised. Proceed with caution. YouTube, I'm not saying it. Twitch, I'm not saying it. Here's your viewer discretion is advised. So if you are offended by language, I would proceed out. But let's move on.
was organizing and releasing videos. Though they had no set formula for their efforts, it would typically involve a leading member streaming themselves playing a game and either harassing a single person themselves or organizing a group to harass one or more people in the same game with the streamer. Among the
Federation of Assholes, am I right?
most popular within the group was a man named Daniel Keem, better known as DJ Keemstar.
I got a rocket. I got a red rocket.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Say my name. Say my name. Say Keemstar. Say Keemstar. Go girl. Go girl.
I wonder if Keemstar ever looked at this and just inward hate himself for being this type of person. A cringe lord. I wonder if he ever looked back. I wonder if he ever watched this documentary, watched this part, and looked at himself like, man, I was a fucking loser back then. Like, he's successful now, but, like, bro, that's cringe. That's just straight cringe. But we found it funny back in the day, so we like cringe.
At some point in mid-2010, another Call of Duty commentator known as That Guy Who Camps approached Keemstar, stating that Jordy had been attacking him, and so the FAG, led by Keemstar, organized a mass false flagging operation on his channel, in which a large number of their viewer base flagged Jordy's channel videos as being inappropriate in order to have it removed from YouTube.
Like I said, super easy to do.
In response, Jordy created a video asking people to persuade members of the FAG away from flagging his channel, though his tone sounded more fed up than frustrated.
They're going to be trying to flag and thumbs down my videos, which in result will getting my account banned, and I'll have to go through the long, lengthy process of getting it back.
Or make a new YouTube channel.
To help protect my channel, if you could go and not subscribe to his live stream, but kind of go in the comment section and persuade people not to do this. I'm not telling you to flag his videos.
I like how he doesn't have the courage to do it himself like an actual man and actually confront Keemstar. Back then. They're like, I'll just let my subscribers do the work.
Or anything, or his channel. Because
even back then he was lazy.
I'm already got footage of his channel threatening my personal space and my personal use, and I'm gonna try to send that to the administration department over at Blog TV and see if that gets done. But
Blog TV, huh?
I'm not telling you to take any action.
I'm not implying to harass, death threats, dox, etc. But if you really could, that'd be great too.
Let me get that point clear. But let's work and try to keep my channel live if possible. Thank you.
This request proved ineffectual, and the FAG was able to successfully abuse YouTube's automated systems, racking up over 30 strikes on his channel. Protected by Machinima, his channel would remain on the site, but Machinima demanded that Jordy resolve the issue, and so he organized a meeting with Keemstar, moderated by another Call of Duty commentator. Jordy at first played innocent, but it soon became clear that he had counterattacked Keemstar with similar vigor by weaponizing his viewer base.
Remember, viewer discretion is advised.
Have you ever thought that everything I do is behind the scenes because I'm not doing anything?
I don't know. I don't believe that. I've seen a conversation with you and Two Bucks on Skype, and again, Two Bucks.
And that conversation was me asking 2 Bucks to talk to you.
Let's take a little pause, so I can actually have that thing on my stream, to let people know viewer discretion is advised. Because some people are dumb. Sorry, but some people are dumb and don't understand certain things. Alright. Add new source. Viewer discretion is advised. Right there. Now let's continue on.
To get you to stop, spamming my channel.
Oh, you're threatening him that you're going to sue us, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're saying jail time, you're saying...
Because he was putting up one of those fronts just like everybody else, and it was more of a scare tactic. But
it didn't work because you were
that's behind the scenes kind of stuff.
This last round was caused by a comment that Wings wrote. He said, and I believe this is the correct quote, "Nick, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've already killed FAG." I don't understand why you wrote that comment. Wow. Because our channel is being under attack. There's false copyright complaints on it to the point that it's suspended until YouTube reviews it. And now we have someone that's taking credit for killing our channel. I don't understand why you wrote that.
You should have seen that was going to come anyway. You attacked a channel that was 4 times your size. I mean...
Does that matter, Wings? Did that matter? Newsflash, it didn't.
Well, we have 62,000 subscribers. I believe you have 9.
And I have 100,000 subscribers, and I also have 120,000 podcast viewers that don't even...
Like I said, back when that mattered. Except it didn't. It never mattered.
Look at YouTube.
Any thoughts on our discussion here, Wings?
Yeah, I'll ceasefire.
But this apparently wasn't justice enough for Jordy. Immediately following the stream, and after asking if they had privacy, Jordy had one last threat to pose to Keemstar, one far beyond what either had levied against one another so far.
Okay, so I am gonna mute this because, hang on, let me see, does he... Okay, so I am gonna mute this because Wings of Redemption actually doxed Keemstar. And I don't know if he lives there now, but I'm not gonna risk it. So you could just read the subtitles. Okay, never mind. He just flats out say it. Never mind then.
York 1408.
That's correct. That's correct.
Is your street address not? York.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Frederick. Oh, I swear to God, I thought... Okay, never mind.
140809702.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
Right.
I don't give my personal where I live at. I don't give that out.
You should never dox yourself. Never dox yourself. That's stupid. Learn. Never dox yourself.
Is your girlfriend named Melissa R. Flack?
Redacted poorly.
Is her phone number 716-58263?
Okay, can I ask you why you're trying to get my personal information?
I'm just trying to see how much of this is correct, because I gave some of this information to Fisticuffs.
So Wings just admitted he doxed Keemstar and gave his personal information out. How did Wings not get in trouble for this? Darkside Phil did the same thing. He doxed one of his viewers. Twice. How is he not in big trouble? Well, actually, he did get in trouble, but because dipshit Phil is a stubborn bastard, nothing really came of it. But regardless, both these dumbasses doxed someone, and yet nothing happened. Nothing came of it. How? How did nothing came of it? How do you just doxed and not have any amount of repercussions whatsoever? Like, I'm pretty sure doxing is some kind of crime. Let's see. Oh, well, it's not illegal, but it's still a fuck shit move on your part, Wings. Asshole then, asshole now.
You gave my personal information to Fisticuffs?
Yep.
And he sounded so proud. He sounded so proud that he doxed someone. You have to be some sort of piece of shit individual to be happy that you doxed somebody. And remember, Wings was a nice all-around guy in the beginning, right? The moment he went to Machinima, the moment he got some massive subscribers, he suddenly became an asshole, because ego is a hell of a game changer, isn't it?
Okay, so should I find out what trailer park you live in and announce that to the world?
I don't live in a trailer park, my man.
Like, that matters. It doesn't matter.
So what was the motivation behind this action?
This is, well, basically, I did some digging, and I tried to find...
Did you did some digging, or did someone did the digging for you? There's a difference.
Everything I could find out about him in case he actually did drop my YouTube channel.
So you were going to blackmail him. Now, blackmailing is a crime. That I know for sure. So, wow, way to dox yourself, Wings, to committing a crime. Or attempted crime.
All right. Well, this is a good example, though, Wings. Like,
I was going to take a trip up to New York.
This was...
You might be going back looking like a raccoon.
Maybe...
Nervous laughter. Yeah. How awkward was that room? How much tension was there in that room? I would have loved to see that. I really would have.
Like, none of this would have been necessary. You know, maybe even if you did it on your own, you didn't need to bring it up now, though. You know what I mean?
I'm just letting him know that. I'm just letting him know it's out there.
Then why didn't you just say it? Why didn't you just say it? Why did you have to not only dox him, but dox his girlfriend? You could have just said, I have both of your information, and if Wings wanted to call your bluff, you could have gave him a little snippet. You didn't have to say the whole fucking thing if you were going to be a doxing asshole. I'm not saying you should. Doxing, especially blackmailing, is illegal. Well, maybe not doxing, but it should be at this point, considering how many people were hurt from doxing. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to be a big-time bully, you should have just gave him a little snippet. Not the whole fucking palette.
And, that way he won't be surprised.
Do you know how many people threaten me a day? It's like, I know that you're a bully and that you get off on bullying people, but, I'm one person that is just going to constantly have that middle finger in the air. It's never going to go down. It's always going to be fuck you. No one is ever going to fucking talk me into submission or anything.
I'm actually kind of
glad whatever you're trying to do, just stop now.
Stuck his ground.
The middle
I'm not
finger
trying
is
to do
right
anything.
here.
Amazing.
I'm letting you know that
I'm
did
not
give away some of
scared.
your
I'm
personal
not
information.
intimidated in any way.
I'm not trying to intimidate
Yes,
you.
you are.
Yes,
Yes,
you are,
Trying
Wings.
to
You
say
are
my
such a
girlfriend's
fucking
name. You're
bullshitter,
trying to say
Wings.
where I live, what my P.O. box is.
Let's not be.
I like how he has nothing to say to that because he knows he's trying to intimidate Keem. He knows it. Man, fuck you, Wings.
Fucking weird Silence of the Lambs about it, Wings. And,
Hey, I can't help. I'm a precision marksman.
They laugh about it. It's a big old joke. Wings doxed Keemstar and admitted to giving out his personal information. Not only he and his girlfriend. Let's just laugh it off. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
Despite this threat, it appears nothing more came of it. Still, the FAG channel on YouTube would remain permanently offline, while Jordy's would survive with little to no lasting impact. In the year and a half that passed, Jordy would reveal more of himself and his personal life. Of note were the videos of his brother, who had recorded them to send to his family while on deployment in the military,
Good on you,
and
bruh.
another of him returning
Serving
home
for
for
your
a
country.
visit. Jordy would become more and more comfortable showing his face as well, which garnered him occasional ridicule over his weight. Over time, he would begin to use his channel for numerous things other than his gaming videos. He continued the practice of allowing other Call of Duty
Crunk,
commentators to
Smunk,
upload a video onto his
MP5K,
channel,
Luke,
perhaps in an
FFA.
effort to help others grow
What a
in the
title.
same way that he had grown. He would also occasionally make philanthropic videos, such as an instance in which he gave a specialized controller to a paraplegic gamer,
Oh,
or
that's
when he
nice of
began
him.
requesting
I don't know why that lady over there looks miserable. But that's nice of him.
donations for a charity. As Jordy's channel grew,
You know, if Wings did more nice things like this and was actually a legitimate good person, he probably wouldn't be in the shit show he is now. Just being a fat, lard nobody that only existence is on trolling alone. Like, it's so crazy to me because I feel like Wings had way more potential than dipshit Phil ever could. Because Wings, even though he's a bit of a dick, he could have changed his life around. Really could have. Like, dipshit Phil was a lost cause no matter what. Wings had a chance, but he threw it all away for money.
so did his
How
podcast,
tragic.
and he quickly
How
established
tragic is
himself
that?
as the
He
central
could have been a
fixture
good
within
person.
it, earning a considerable
But instead,
income.
he just
Though the
turned
numbers
into
are
a
not precisely
low-life piece of
known,
shit.
Jordy's financial situation had improved considerably, and according to FPS Kyle, he was making approximately $10,000 a month at this time. Despite this, he still seemed to casually treat his channel as a personal repository. More egregiously, he uploaded another person's video from
Black
Twitter
Ops.
onto his channel under
Also,
the pretense
what was
that he
that
simply wanted
aim,
to share
bro?
You might think, man, Wings, you got
That
1,000
aim was
videos of your own. Why would you
terrible.
need to steal? I don't need to steal. The way it is a misunderstanding, and it was blown way out of proportion like
Bro,
everything is with me.
how
That's
shit
why I'm always
are
so
you?
bitter and always angry at
Okay,
everything.
there you go. But bro, how do you
Xbox
not
dance.
kill him?
By this point, he had also begun dating a woman named Shalene, whom he had met on a dating website. Shalene was already a mother of 2 children before they had met, and Jordy quickly took to a parental role. He began providing financially for the 3 of them in every way, as Shalene
that's
had
a
no
cringe
job
factor
and
way
seemed to have
too
little
high. Also,
desire
that's a
to
cute
get one,
dog.
instead choosing to rely on Jordy's income as she raised her children. It was also around this time that Jordy was beginning to receive more harassment in the comments of his videos, and he was reacting to it more and
for a
more.
big guy, he can actually
gained a
move.
reputation for being aggressive to
Kinda
his
surprised.
subscribers, something he would attempt to
Gotta work on
refute.
that twerking,
The
but
thing is, I get criticized and ridiculed all the damn time saying I hate my subscribers. I don't care about my subscribers. I don't care about dumbasses. Look here, if you want to sit here criticize and belittle me and say I ain't shit or that I'm fat, fuck
you ain't shit and you're fat.
you. I don't give a shit about your ass. And for the most part, a lot of my subscribers are not up to par. Nobody wants to play with a guy that goes, 14 and 14.
That much is true, unfortunately. Because like I said, Call of Duty was massively toxic back in the day.
Nobody wants to play with a guy that's a liability on your team. Do you really want to play with a guy going 2 and 27 and you're dodging air support because of him? No, you don't. I might have anger issues and I might have a little social issues from being always a loner and being overweight and all.
That's not an excuse to be an asshole, Wings. I'm also fat and a loner, and also have my anger issues, thanks to Street Fighter 6 rank, has proven to show. But I don't dox random people. I don't intimidate people. I don't bully other people. That's the difference, Wings. You don't have to do any of the shit that you've done just because you're fat and a loner. That's not an excuse.
And that addresses a lot of the things why I can't be like a Woody's gamer tag and, be like, everything's going to be all right. And, and give that kind of, fatherly like advice. But I am what I am, and that's the only thing I can do. I don't try to stress over things I cannot change.
Though he claimed not to care, he continued to dedicate not only mentions but entire videos to arguing against these comments.
I don't
this
care, but
in a
let
video
me talk
released
about
on April
how much
10th,
I don't
2011, titled "This
Just
Is Why
like
I Am Always
dipshit,
Hostile,"
Phil.
in which members of his team during a game of Call of Duty derided him
I
and
hated
shouted
that gun
his
so
username.
much. I never understood the purpose of that gun.
What the fuck? We lost A.
Yo, it's your boy, Wings of Redemption! Hey, Wings of Redemption, you got any more ice cream, you badass?
This video likely had the unintentional side effect of spurring such harassment.
So here's a funny story about that. So let's put this into context. This kid's biggest crime to Wings was just being obnoxious. Now, instead of doing the most logical and smart way to do it, all he could have done was just mute the kid. Kids are stupid. Right? And if he's being obnoxious, simply mute him. It's not that hard. So what did good old Jordy did? He made someone find this kid's information, his address, his phone number, etc. Called his mom, told his mom what he did, and on the phone, the mom beat the kid's ass. Jordy admitted he has the recording of the mom beating the kid's ass. Now let me remind you, this kid's biggest crime was just being obnoxious that could have easily been muted. Instead, he paid someone to get the kid's info, called the mom, essentially tattletaled on the kid, and the mom beat the kid's ass. Jordy's a fucking adult. Jordy was like in his 20s. This whole thing could have been avoided if he just muted the kid. But no, you gotta get his information, call his mom, and hear the mom beating his ass. And Jordy has admitted that he has the recording of the mom beating the kid's ass. I can't find the video, but I remember seeing it, or a clip of it, of Jordy being gleefully. He was like, yeah, I have the recording of this mom beating this kid's ass. It's great. Like, fuck off, Jordy. You could have just muted the kid. It was as easy as just going to his profile and mute. You literally didn't have to do any of that extra shit. Just to prove what? That you're a fucking baby? That you are a thin-skinned son of a bitch? Really? You could have just muted the kid. Why didn't you just mute the kid? You're a fucking adult, Jordy. Just mute the kid. Fucking idiot.
As he was now giving them attention in videos, beginning a cycle of harassment and encouragement.
You did this to yourself. All you could have done was just muted the kid. But you didn't. Instead, you gave this kid attention. You put it out for everyone to see, and now you got a whole lake of piranhas ready to bite your hippo ass. Stupid.
But even as he was losing patience with viewers, he was mending relationships with other creators and building connections. For example, on July 3rd of 2011, he uploaded a video of himself in person with Keemstar.
Hey, Keem.
Perhaps more surprising was the fact that they were at the mansion of Alki David, a man who had inherited a net worth of $1.5 billion to
even
compete
back
in
then,
Call
Keem
of
looks like a
Duty for a
chode.
cash prize.
Sorry,
This
Keem.
event was interchangeably called the
Come on.
Battle Cam Bowl and the Billionaire Showdown. Despite these promising prospects, his confrontational attitude would only
Man, it's
worsen
almost as if
until
they
it
look like
culminated
buddies
in
now.
an event that many considered to be the moment when his career changed completely. On August 25th, 2011, the hosts of the Painkiller Already podcast gathered to record their 67th episode to thousands of viewers live. They had eventually
Nice.
chosen to change their recording methods. Rather than simply recording and then uploading the podcast
God, why
to
is this
hosting
so
sites
choppy?
on YouTube, they would stream their recording sessions to Justin TV with
Justin
3 main
TV? I
sections:
guess it's like
a
Twitch.
pre-show, the podcast itself, and a post-show. While the podcast would only run for approximately an hour and a
Woody,
half,
I think we have
this
the same
stream would
mic.
last for upwards
just-
of
I'm
3
looking- I
hours,
think we have the same
sandwiching the
mic.
official
I
part
love
of
this
the
mic.
podcast with casual conversation.
You're a good mic.
This
Please don't
particular
die
week,
on me,
their guest
like
was
the
an
other mic.
up-and-coming Call of Duty commentator who went by Syndicate. Syndicate had gained popularity by playing the cooperative game mode in Call of Duty called Nazi Zombies, or
Man,
simply
they really
zombies,
ruined
which
zombies.
eschewed human opponents in
How do you
favor of
ruin
AI-controlled hordes of enemies.
How do you
For the
ruin
majority of
zombies?
the
I'll
stream,
never
the
understand
episode
that.
proceeded as normal, with Jordy discussing his newfound fatherhood.
I'm really digging the whole father figure kind. It's cool seeing like you're doing stuff with them and they're responding to it, and you know you're actually getting through to it, and you win those little battles, and those little battles feel like you win wars.
Oh, like that kid whose mom beat his ass because he was just being obnoxious. Would you consider that winning a little war?
It's like you just getting him to say what he feels, like instead of I don't know or because.
However, during the post-stream, Jordy began to mention his low opinion of Syndicate's abilities and his chosen play mode, while simultaneously showing his ignorance about it.
You want to try and
Oh, well, I wonder who that sounds like. Dipshit Phil.
you want to try and get all the zombies, like say it's an insta kill and there's a zombie to your right, you know, you want to make the most of it or something. Or is it
You know,
huge?
I've had this debate with.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real for a sec. Syndicate, you are a legend in the COD community, in the zombie community. But I say this from my heart. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but zombies and the tactics is not that deep. I don't agree with Wings. I'm not trying to negate the skills Syndicate has, but him going over the zombie plans and tactics is like, it's not that deep, bro. It's really not that deep. You get quick revive, you get Juggernaut, you get whatever the hell the stamina potion or reload potion was. Like, it's not that deep. It really, really isn't. Sorry to tell you this, Syndicate, but it's not that deep.
People so often. Let's just go back to multiplayer, so where my experience is at.
But wait, we're not talking about multiplayer, right? Like, I think Syndicate would...
No. There's no difference.
Well, there is a big, massive difference, but Wings is stupid.
What's the difference between a zombie behind
Zombies,
you
I always
and a
say-
guy with a gun behind you? What's the
One is a legitimate player, the other one is an AI. That's... Jesus.
difference?
The difference is if you're facing one way, you're going to turn all the way to turn around to the zombie, and you haven't got quick revive.
I look at it like
You're gonna
this.
knife that
If-
zombie back there.
Again, it's not
you
that
get
deep,
yourself
bro.
in that
It is
position,
not
you
that
deserve
deep.
to die.
Not at all. Because zombies.
No, it's...
As they argued and Jordy continued to profess his skill, Woody had a proposition.
I'm just gonna say this: you're talking to a guy who's probably 4 times the multiplayer than you are.
But yeah, but
and
we're talking
you
about zombies.
no matter. It doesn't matter.
We're not
There's
talking
no
about-
difference.
Okay, I'll do
I
this.
bet
You're
you, I
talking
bet
to
you
a guy
right.
who's
I
4
bet
times
you
the
right
zombie
now.
player you are.
I bet you right now I could get on zombies and stay toe for toe with Tom and not even know the fucking map.
You
know
really
why?
want to claim that? Make that claim?
Oh yeah, there
You
it
know
is.
why? You know why I can do this? Because I use my brain. I think, well, where's my back at?
Oh yeah, let's show it.
That's why
I'm not about to go. I'm not about to get on the play 6 hours.
What?
What? You are not going to play 6 hours anyway.
Soon, Woody and fellow commentator Redneck were teasing and goading Jordy.
You're gonna beat me on zombies because you play on 2 sensitivity, whereas I play on insane.
I'm saying
That's why you call me out.
insane does not mean shit.
Syndicate, I'd like to add this to the conversation. I am also much better at zombies than you, but I refuse to play or prove it
I
or
like that
stream it
little sarcasm.
or
That's
provide
funny.
any kind
That's
of
funny.
evidence about it because it would take me too long.
I didn't say I was better. I said I'd go toe for toe with him. Like I would kill just
Okay,
as
all
many
right.
zombies
Well,
as
then
he
I
would.
take it back. Tom, I am just as good as you, but I refuse to play.
It's boring as fuck. Why do you think I
As they discussed further, Wings continued to describe his superiority in both skill and content creation.
Me, it's just a whole different thing. I try not to be fake, and me not being fake makes a lot of people not like me.
Not.
Yeah, but people also hated you for being real, so it's a lose-lose situation.
Being fake.
Not being fake.
So you mean like?
Woody, however, had a retort that revealed quite a bit about Jordy's personality.
Your online personality didn't match your in real life personality.
Shit does.
No, so my experience with, Jordy as opposed to Wings was that in real life you were much more sensitive, much more caring. In real life you were like almost gentle sounds like a put down. It's not what I'm going for.
I mean, you could. If Wings is a gentle giant who's kind of a dick, you could just say it outright.
But, you were nice to everybody. And, there were... I don't mean to... None of this is meant to be put down. None of this, but there was like an endearing level of insecurity, right? Whereas like the Wings of Redemption in a lobby is full of bravado. I'm the best player to ever exist. I can beat Syndicate in zombies, right? Like, but the Wings of Redemption that I met in real life in Beverly Hills, like not everything is easy for him. Not everything is so great. He's caring about other people. And
Sorry, I'm just messing around.
He was true and honest, and he was himself. But he wasn't like beat you over the head with self-confidence kind of guy.
So basically, Wings is nothing more than a big shot, hot shot on YouTube, which is usually the case with most of these people. How amazingly tragic. Wings boasts himself as a big tough guy, and in reality, he really isn't.
At Beverly Hills.
Back then.
Would you
now
lick his
he wouldn't be
face?
fucked to go outside.
Well, at the one time, yeah.
Soon after, just as they seemed to be forgetting about the challenge Woody had suggested, Jordy went back to bragging, and while Syndicate had initially been humble, he shared his confidence in his ability at previous titles in the series.
I'm not upset about anything, dude.
I gotta take a piss.
I just know what I know what I've been
Kyle.
to, and I've played with every single commentator there is to
said
play.
you
It's
were
because
upset?
I've got quite a lot of friends who, like in the same frame of mind, and it's like, there's no change in it, I know, like most common ones I've played in the most is COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and I could probably beat you in them too. Well, I'd do it for the fun of it, I'd go for it.
Oh,
Let's
that's
do
a
it.
good spirit, Syndicate.
what map are we
I'd
playing?
go it. I'll get my ass
I'll get my
slapped,
ass slapped,
but
I
let's
know,
play
I'd still
anyways,
do it.
because
The thing is,
But as
Competition
Jordy's
is fun, or
braggadocious
it's supposed to
claims
be
reached
fun.
their height, his anxieties were also revealed.
The best. Well,
You know the reason I don't do it? Because if I happen to lose, I hear about it for years.
man,
exactly. So like, if you
Man,
lost
was
against
that
me,
true.
Would you hear that for years?
this
Probably not, 'cause I wouldn't
match,
bring it up again.
which will be the
No,
last
but
thing we
everybody in the
watch,
stream would, and then they would tell
was
somebody else, and then
this
people that don't like me
haunted
would get to
Jordy
it and start coming to
for
videos saying
Yeah,
it.
but why'd you care?
But I know I'm
will
not going
haunt
to lose to
him
you.
for the
Due to his
rest
console
of his
being in a
life.
separate room from his PC, Syndicate could listen to the
How
call as the other three discussed, but
tragic.
could not speak for the duration
And
of
he
the
called
game.
it, too.
As
That's
Syndicate
the
left to
amazing
turn on
part.
his
He
console,
called it.
Jordy played a warm-up match. Soon, their duel began. Jordy and Syndicate utilized radically different playstyles. As previously mentioned, Jordy preferred positions that offered control over the map, and once he reached them,
Right, the
he would
camper
remain
tactic.
mostly static, exploiting the strength that the location provided. Syndicate, however, preferred a more mobile playstyle, rapidly moving from location to location in order to gain an advantage over his opponent and to make himself difficult to locate and pin. They would play on Bog, a map with a few long sightlines,
That's
and
weird,
they
I
would use
play Modern Warfare
M16s,
2,
a
but I don't think
relatively
I've ever
long
played on
range and high
Bog.
damage weapon.
I could
These
be
choices
lying,
clearly favored
but
Jordy's style, but Syndicate acquiesced, perhaps
Well, actually,
because
I
he was
lie. I never
unconcerned
played
with
Modern
victory
Warfare.
and was more
Wait,
interested
no.
in sating Jordy's
No,
ego.
I have played
The
Modern
game would
Warfare
end
online.
either after 10 minutes or after
I
one
never played
person had
Bog.
scored 30 kills. The map on which they were to play was defined by a single central location, known colloquially as the trash pile, or the hill. This hill not only offers omnidirectional cover for whomever controls it, but its height allows the person to apply pressure across the majority of the map, meaning that many games played on it are focused almost entirely on controlling this position. By the time the match began, approximately 4,000 people had gathered to watch, a considerable number for the time. Jordy spawned on the southern side of the map, while Syndicate spawned in the northeastern corner. Moving quickly, Jordy discovered Syndicate's position early, and within the first 12 seconds of the game, he had taken the first kill.
Yeah,
but already there was a problem.
You beat that
Jordy
no-skill
realized that they had forgotten
multiplayer,
to turn on the radar, so that neither Jordy nor Syndicate could tell the position of the other player without seeing them or hearing them. This meant that whoever was losing would be forced to play far more aggressively than normal in order to retake the lead before the timer ran out. Jordy noticed this immediately, stating that all he had to do was sit still and listen for Syndicate's footsteps.
Man, even then, the camper tactic.
Probably should have put radar on, because I can sit there and be a bitch and just sound horn now.
However, due to his slurred speech and poor microphone quality, many people interpreted this statement as insulting Syndicate.
Honestly, yeah, his slurred speech and poor mic, but I understood what he meant. He was calling... It's weird how he kind of self-dissed
Syndicate,
himself.
undeterred, respawned and immediately took the trash pile, using it to get his first kill.
Sound whore.
Perhaps looking to test Syndicate's
He admitted how much
of
a bitch he is for using
Jordy
the camper
began
tactic,
experimenting
and
with
yet
new
he's
tactics,
so insecure
engaging
about
from
it.
farther away and attempting to sneak behind him, but Syndicate proved prepared for each
Goddamn,
instance.
Syndicate.
Finally, with a bit of luck, Jordy spawned behind Syndicate, dislodging him from the hill. The
he almost had it.
Jordy had his chance to catch up, soon getting another kill, setting the score at 3-4. But Syndicate had an unforeseen advantage. Though he had never seen Jordy's gameplay, he knew that Jordy favored more passive strategies, and based on this knowledge, he took a gamble. Syndicate threw 2 grenades.
But then again,
Syndicate
Syndicate never watched any of his videos, so he probably wouldn't know. So
directly on top of Jordy, forcing him off of the power position.
Miracle Nade almost hit its target.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Sick Miracle Nade, bro. Bye, baby.
Too far to reliably retake the hill, Syndicate ran farther west and hunkered down behind cover, and Jordy followed. However, perhaps suspecting such, Syndicate turned and took another kill with a single burst as Jordy ran towards him, with no chance of a rebuttal. Spawning on the other side of him, Jordy attempted to catch Syndicate by surprise, but again, Syndicate was too quick, and a single burst was enough to finish him off. Now with over double Jordy's score, Syndicate was in a comfortable lead, defying the expectations of nearly everybody present. But while the other people in the voice call were laughing and enjoying themselves, Jordy's mood was souring. Having just insulted the ability of his opponent, and with his reputation as one of the most popular Call of Duty players, he felt pressured not only to win, but to do so convincingly. Now that he was losing,
I don't
his
know how you do it
confidence was proving more
unconvincingly
fragile
if you're
than his
trying your
boasts had
best,
suggested.
but, you know.
Jordy again spawned on the trash pile, taking another kill as Syndicate attempted to reposition, but he was removed from it almost immediately after another engagement.
Not the worst.
Good lord.
8-4.
Up 8-4.
Despite his lead, Syndicate chose not to remain sedentary, instead moving about the map and searching for the next engagement in adherence to etiquette. By this point, the stream had reached approximately 7,000 viewers. Jordy respawned south of the hill and made a dash for it, but was caught by Syndicate and pinned behind a piece of cover. As Jordy stayed in place, Syndicate moved west and, again predicting Jordy correctly, flanked him and took another kill.
Is he still sitting over there, just crouching?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you where he is.
Nah, that would be cheating.
It wouldn't be right.
A minute passed as the two hunted each other. With pressure
Wings of
mounting,
Redemption
Jordy began
never
to
cheats.
accuse Syndicate of
He
misconduct,
actually doesn't.
only seconds before the shot of the next engagement began from across the map.
Picking up girls lately.
Look here,
Watching
let
my
me.
videos.
Why don't you go and make a comment that there's not been a shot fired in almost 2 minutes because Syndicate's laying on his belly.
Why would he
somewhere.
just randomly shoot in the open? What a stupid thing to say. Oh, come on.
After
come on,
a relatively
Syndicate.
long fight, Wings
Let's
took
go,
the kill,
Syndicate.
and you have
Ah,
to win these
8-5.
fights much faster for a
Or
chance
9-5.
at victory. Suspecting that Wings had again taken cover at the hill, Syndicate threw another 2 grenades at the location, but Wings had anticipated this and moved to a
at least
different
he could
piece of
change
cover
tactics.
farther
It's
east.
not a one-trick
Catching
pony.
Syndicate unaware, he took yet another kill for himself and finally
9 to
began
5,
to close
9
the
to
gap in
6.
score.
That's not even
Slowing
bad.
down the pace of the match, he again lodged himself
just
into
3
the hill,
kills off.
taking his comfortable defensive posture, knowing that Syndicate wouldn't want to
Call of
fight
Duty,
and wait
being
out
a
the timer.
toxicity
But in a
cesspool,
straightforward
that's not good
duel,
enough.
Syndicate again proved Jordy's match. It would be nearly another minute before the two saw each other again, and Jordy was losing patience, demanding that Woody tell him Syndicate's location.
Dude, he's just fucking hiding. Look, I'm looking at the
Where
fucking
is
map
he?
right now. Where's he at?
Oh, there he
I
is.
see him. He's not hiding. He's looking for you.
I'm standing out in the fucking open. He
You're
can't
not
see us
hiding
'cause
in the
he's too
open.
busy
You're
laying on
hiding
his
behind
belly
a
half the
car.
time.
That's not true. Like we can all see what he's doing. He's hunting for you.
Yeah, he's not doing a good job.
Damn.
With less than
being
2.5
butthurt.
minutes
Ugh,
remaining
I'm
and a
so
4-kill
bad,
lead in
but the other
Syndicate's
guy's
favor,
even
Jordy was
worse.
forced to change tactics. Spotting Syndicate in the south, he threw a single grenade for a kill, but this
Nice.
was followed by a
11 to
time-consuming
8.
duel that saw Syndicate the victor, time that Jordy could no longer afford. Jordy began chasing after Syndicate over and over, desperately trying to close the score, but for each kill that he gained,
13 to
Syndicate would
9.
gain at least one more in
14 to
return.
9.
After a frantic flurry of action that lasted a minute and a half, Jordy finally lost the last of his patience as he realized that he could no longer feasibly win.
Commentator showdown goes on. Like, I knew that was a tough lobby to do well in, but I was there.
Oh man! Oh man! You can hear it. You can hear him throw his controller. Oh man! Oh, he's so bad. 14 to 9.
Wings, are you
That's
in
like
the
a
game?
5 kill off. He was just 5 off. That's not even that bad.
Wings, did you spawn in?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
All right. All right. I don't know if this is censored, but viewer discretion is advised. There is swearing coming up. If you don't like swearing, please hop off. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, keep fucking laughing, you fucking faggot.
Oh, Wings, I think you are. I know it's
Oh, don't fucking suck. Fucking faggot.
You can just hear him mumble it. You just hear him mumble.
Yeah, we've all been there, man.
Fuck you.
Me?
And that's it.
Fuck! Why the fuck you stream that shit?
It was your idea.
No, I didn't say stream it.
Woody, how do you forget it was your idea? You actually proposed the idea.
While this loss was unlikely to make a significant impact on Jordy's reputation overall, his actions soon afterwards would ensure that it would remain one of the most memorable parts of his career.
And it haunted him for years. So we will end this on Syndicate's smiling, beautiful face. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow, actually this week, I will not be slacking like I did last week. I'll actually be more productive, is the word. But follow me on Twitter at AJMightBeDumb. Donate $1 to Patreon if you want to, but you don't have to. Or go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment, or follow me on Instagram if I remember to post shit. But as always, have a beautiful day. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, a good night. Uh,